PFAS were first discovered in Michigan 15 years ago, and today there are over 300 contaminated sites like these across the state, meaning many adults in Michigan grew up with PFAS without knowing the damage it was causing.
So many people have been impacted by this in our community.
Sandy Wynn Stelt of Plainfield Township lost her husband of 25 years to cancer in 2016, not knowing they'd spent the past few decades drinking water contaminated with PFAS.
It was the following year that Eagle came to my house and asked to test the water, and that's when I learned that our water had been contaminated with PFAS at some of the highest levels ever seen in drinking water.
According to the Environmental Protection Agency, PFAS can increase the risk of health issues, especially in children, impacting growth as well as their learning and behavior.
The number one question you ask is like, how much is in me? So we were all asking for that, and we learned quickly that insurance doesn't cover that, and it's like an $800 out-of-pocket expense. The typical American would have anywhere from 2 to 10 parts per million, I think it is, in their blood. Mine was 5,000.
Despite paying $800 for the test, Sandy says it was worth every penny, because after she took her results to her doctor, they found she had thyroid cancer.
I really do believe, had it not been for those blood tests, who knows what would have happened, but I know we wouldn't have found it that quick.
Now, legislation making its way through the state capitol aims to help people in West Michigan like Sandy. Fellow West Michigander State Senator Mark Huizenga is backing the legislation.
If people had the perception that their drinking water was clean and safe, and then it turns out it wasn't, then that's the kind of thing where the state should come back.
The bipartisan legislation would allow for research and provide free PFAS blood testing for people who were 11 years old or younger on January 1st, 2012, and lived in Kent, Ottawa, or Kalamazoo counties.
The state can and should stand up for the kids that may have been contaminated by this process.
Regardless of where you are in the political spectrum, you have this feeling like government no longer works for us. And I think this is a perfect example of it does work.
Now, bipartisan legislation has been introduced in both chambers, as Senator Huizenga believes that these bills could just be the beginning, as he expects there could be more legislation making the free testing go statewide. For now, reporting in Plainfield Township, I'm Zachariah Wheaton, Fox 17 News.